What to do about Ward 2? The decision on how to fill the now vacant council seat made today during a busy Windsor City Council meeting. We turn to CTV's Travis Fortnum for that and what else was on the agenda today. Travis.
Thanks, Stephanie. We'll get to Council's final decision on who will represent Ward 2 in a moment. Members also approving a number of citywide changes today, this including updating Windsor's truck route system, checking in on how the city is doing with active transportation goals, and replacing aging fire vehicles. Council signing off on Windsor's updated truck route bylaw after a citywide study looking at safety, infrastructure wear and tear, and the impact of heavy truck traffic on residential streets. Changes include removing College Avenue and Jefferson from the designated truck network and restricting Dominion to local deliveries only. The bylaw will take effect later this year, with staff expected to come back to council with updated information 12 months after the opening of the Gordie Howe Bridge.
This will be a dynamic process, so as traffic patterns change, we want to make sure that our truck route study is adapting to those changes. 12 months, I would say, is a minimum, but we could certainly give you a level of a snapshot at that point. If they're substantive, we can bring further enhancements or proposed changes back to council at any time.
Windsor is making slow but steady progress on its active transportation goals. That, according to the latest city biennial report, which highlights over 15 kilometers of new cycling and pedestrian infrastructure since 2022, along with school engagement programs aimed at encouraging safe walking and biking. The city's buying 2 new fire trucks, council approving the purchase of a new aerial truck and a new pumper truck to replace a pair of vehicles for Windsor Fire and Rescue Service set to, quote, expire in 2027, including one that's been out of service for extended periods of time due to mechanical failure. It's going to cost about $3.1 million from the city's fleet reserve, but buying them now is seen by staff as a financially savvy move, with the possibility tariffs could drive the cost of the vehicles up in the future.
The nice thing is that right now, emergency vehicles are exempted under those tariffs. Now, that could change any given day. We're on, a couple-year lead time when we order these vehicles. So by doing it now, we save a couple $100,000 on the price of the vehicles. Then we have fit up. Once the vehicles arrive, we do a fit up with other equipment that belong on those trucks. And that equipment, an estimate per truck is about $80,000 right now. So you're looking at $160,000 when those trucks arrive, and we don't know where the cost will be on that equipment when those trucks arrive.
So back to the vacant Ward 2 seat. Following Fabio Costante's resignation last month, the position was formally declared vacant today. And after reviewing its options, council has decided to call a by-election for October. Windsor's Ward 2 residents are heading back to the polls. City Council voting Monday to hold a by-election to fill the West End seat left vacant by the resignation of Fabio Costante last month after brief debate around the council table.
You're talking about $1 billion budget. $150,000 is a small investment to make in democracy.
The by-election is expected to cost between $150,000 and $200,000, but the majority of councillors say giving the public the say is worth the price.
The person who's going to represent those folks should go door to door to door. This race will sort of be a precursor for what we'll see in the larger general election.
If we were to appoint someone, you are giving someone a huge advantage. Let the public choose who they want to represent them. And I think you can never go wrong doing that.
One councillor voting against the by-election, Gary Kashak, and Ward 4 Rep Mark McKenzie absent.
We're 1 year away from this next election. I hear a lot of outcry of what's happening in LaSalle right now, of spending a couple $100,000 on a 1 year by-election as well.
Do I like spending the money? Not particularly, but I think in terms of continuing with those fundamental underpinnings, it's critically important.
The next regular municipal election is scheduled for next year. That tight turnaround is why Sam Romano, who was the runner-up in the West End ward back in 2022, made the pitch for council to appoint him before they opted for the by-election.
I'm available. I'm retired. I can jump into it right away. I'm out on my bike all the time riding around, and then stopping at McDonald's for a quick ice cream or something like that.
The nomination period opens July 21st and closes September 12th. By-election day is October 27th. The next meeting of Windsor City Council is scheduled for 2 weeks from today, July 28th. Administration has indicated at that time residents and council will get some insight into what the 2026 budget and its tax rate might look like. Stephanie.
Okay, Travis, a busy day for you. Thank you for this coverage.